That's 50 more res that's going to put Ruby a little bit behind. First Alert coming out, range upgrade being produced as well. That SAV is going to die, so no more scout. And it looks. And I was going to say no second gateway, therefore probably early expansion from Cal. So Cal going for an expansion right off the first gateway. And interesting maneuver there. I guess we'll see if Ruby spots this out. I think he did see that with his SCV coming down, see that secondary before that Dragoon was able to kill him. So we might see him be a little aggressive. Robotics facility going down for Cal. So Cal putting down a robotics facility before his second gateway is even finished, interestingly enough. And so and that could be a very effective Reaver harass, because I'm not sure the timing of it, because obviously I can't exactly predict at this point. I'm not that experienced as a gamer, but I think he might be able to get that out before that engineering bay and any sort of turret defense is up, just based on standard timing. And it go up, and it looks like he's going to be able to pick out a Marine or two, but he's still going to have to fall back because that tank and probably the supplemental support forces are going to basically force him back. And it looks like Cal, yeah, he brought up a Vulture, and it looks like he's planting mines here. So Cal looks like he's indicating to me what he's thinking about doing is just cutting the map in half, and he's going to try to play a contained game early. And honestly, that shuttle and that Reaver are definitely going to wreak havoc with that contained game early, because Cal is getting that early dropship. He's going to be able to zealot bomb any sort of contained probably before he can even get some turrets out in the field. That secondary going to be up in just a moment, and it looks like he's continuing to upgrade. I think I saw a second factory going up there. So probably going to dedicate to more the Vulture tank build from this point on. So Cal in actually a very good position to deal with, to respond to what Ruby is in fact doing. And it looks like he's already at full production on that secondary. And it looks like a scout bottom right hand corner. He's going to push up. He's going to see that second factory being built. Second factory being built now. I was wrong earlier. Probe being taken out by that Vulture. So going to be denied a scout. And that barracks just kind of floating there, I guess, for spotting purposes. And we'll see if Ruby continues to be aggressive, realizing I think he does know that secondary's up, but he doesn't know. And wow, drop shuttle up already. So we'll see if he's just going to load up with zealot bombs. I don't see a robotics facility anywhere. Maybe at that northern. No, not at the northern location. Now, I'm sorry, the robotics facility up just in the north. I didn't see it. Observatory going up as well to deal with the mines, but it looks like he's going to be producing in a very short measure some Reavers to do a very fast, uncharacteristically quick harass. Those Dragoons out of position, so that SEV is going to be able to wander in. It probably is going to see that dropship, and so any surprise there, he's going to see the robotics facility for sure, trying to hide that dropship in the back. Not going to be successful doing so. So Ruby's going to see this coming. He's probably going to get some sort of air defense mounted very quickly now. A little bit of a miscue on Cal's part right there. A couple Vultures in the meantime have pushed up into, looks like he's going to try to plant mines and do the contain game. He knows, I think he's planting those because he knows that Ruby doesn't have the robotics facility up. Wow, 2 Goliaths being produced by Ruby. So Ruby actually sniffing that out. It looks like, no, he has an academy down waiting for Comsat, but seeing it and producing 2 Goliaths very quickly. I guess he sensed it somehow. Brilliant. Maybe it's, I haven't seen Cal play a ton of games against Terran, but maybe this is kind of standard for Cal, so Goliath actually will probably be able to deal with this fairly easily. I'm surprised he had those Goliaths building actually before, and maybe that's an indication of kind of that he's going for a contain. He doesn't even have siege tech yet, but managed to take out a single SCV there. He's going to be able to take that tank out and the Goliath, and going to be able to take that second Goliath out. So now, wow, brilliant micromanagement by Cal. So Cal going to be able to do a lot of damage. First of all, going to be able to halt the economy. The second tank out, but really that's going to be vulnerable to Cal's forces. A Reaver hit going off, so one more Reaver hit on that tank, and a couple more forces pushing up. That was brilliant by Cal. Looks like Ruby's going to expand one more time, going to try to get a third expansion up, but that third expansion is probably going to be taken down right now by Cal, moving that dropship over. Going to take a single shot, take out that SCV, leave that unbuilt. He might push up now. It looks like Cal's going to expand it third time, but at the mineral-only expansion. He has an observer out now to take out the mines. Going to come back and drop, and the tank out of position again. Going to be able to take out both tanks weak, and a mine going off out of position and taking out 2 tanks and the Goliath. Oh, that's so frustrating. You can see the frustration on Cal's face, and taking out some SCVs, I think, in the meantime. That was a game changer right there. That was a brilliant maneuver by Cal to push that Zealot in, realizing that there was a mine nearby, and also, wow, just brilliant harass here. Sorry, it's something in my throat there. And going to be able to push up with this Reaver. Going to probably halt construction here again. A couple Vultures pushing in, managed to sneak by into Cal's base. Cal already is in position. Going to try to take out that Precious Gas first. Cal, I'm not sure how, when he let that slip by. He had a lot of Dragoons in position. I'm kind of surprised. But taking out a few probes here, but I don't think that's going to equate basically to the damage that Cal has already done in Ruby's base. And Ruby now pushing up those Dragoons. It looks like those Dragoons were pushing up on that expansion, which is why Ruby had positioned Ruby way behind in economics. He knows he needs to just start absolutely start pumping Goliath at this point. Dropship going down, but that Reaver is still going to be able. It looks like that Reaver finally being taken out. Cal in the meantime pushing up to the front, taking out both tanks. All the SCVs coming on the line. Ruby calling GG. Just too far behind economically in those Dragoons. There's nothing to fight off those Dragoons. Ruby, yeah, you can see the frustration in his face. Cal doing everything right that game, because even if Ruby had managed to fight that off with everything he was fighting off on the ground, he was probably producing Goliaths, which aren't very good against Dragoons. Basically, carriers would have been out of space in the next few seconds. So brilliant win by Cal. I hope you guys enjoyed that commentary. That was stellar by Cal in my opinion. So he's going to advance. Ruby is out. Savior's out, surprisingly. And this has been a surprising and interesting Group C. I'm not sure who's doing Group D, but probably Moletrap will get a couple games. I'm going to see if I can get a duel in.